Dr. Roger Mackey, Professor of Education and Eagle Scholars and lead programs here at Liberty University. I came to Liberty in 1976 to go to undergraduate, felt God calling me here. Saw it on a black and white TV, the Old Time Gospel Hour Choir and show with Jerry Falwell Sr., and wanted to go to a Christian college and wanted to go to a place I thought where I could play football. And so they had both those things. They were starting a new team. I was able to walk onto the football team and got a football scholarship, and I was the first person in the history of my family that graduated from college. So it was very, very meaningful for me to come to Liberty. I felt God calling me to really work with people, with educators and with people to make a difference in students' lives in classrooms. So got my doctorate from UVA, very blessed of God. Was fully supported there, and it was a gift, really a gift of God, and just always wanted to give back. So worked at Grove City College for 16 years. Very happy, great experience, worked with all kinds of wonderful students there and people, and then felt God calling us back to Liberty. So came back in 2012. My family, they were first generation Christians, and I came home to a little trailer park. We're living there, and somebody in the trailer park started a Bible study. My parents started going to it. They both grew up. My dad was raised Catholic, my mother was raised Methodist, and so they were active in their own faiths. But when they heard the evangelical viewpoint of, strong evangelical Bible background, really started to take root in their life. We moved to New Jersey, and we went to a great church there that was, clearly preached the gospel. And I can remember to this day, and I thought about it even this morning when I woke up, July 17th, 1966. It was one of these churches where you'd walk down the aisle. And I remember it to this day. It's as real as it happened, just today. And, I was only 7 years old, but remember right there on the pew praying, through the Romans Road, going through the Romans Road of salvation. It was a very, very monumental moment in my life that has always remained real as I've continued to be faithful to God. It's crystal clear in my mind, when I walk down that aisle, and maybe it was a kid or whatever, but I think there's multiple moments, that really are impactful to you. If you talk to people who have been in the faith for, 50 some years, you can see God's hand throughout it. And I think if people don't realize those things, that's when they start to drift. Some people drift, too early, and then they give up. And I think young people need to see people with gray hair who are still on fire for Christ and joyful. You guys don't need cranky people. You need people that are joyful. That's why I love the story of Caleb in the Bible. He's 80 years old, and he's like, no, give me the hard country. I want the high country. I don't want the easy stuff. We're going to go kill some giants. Let's go. I want the tough stuff. I'm 80 years old because I know God's strong in me. The older I get, the easier it is for me to admit, and I really can, say it with humility and with great thankfulness to God that I didn't deserve to get a scholarship to University of Virginia, and He blessed me with that. And so, as I look back, when you come to tough times in your life and you see God's faithfulness, He never promised it to be easy, but He promised that He would always reward our faith and stepping out and tying a knot at the end of the rope